What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Oh man, I'm rocking it, socking it, got my swag on, ready to roll. There was something I wanted to bring up. Now, for the record, I do not have anything against Dave Palumbo. I've met him on a few occasions. I found him to be a likable, very outgoing individual, very infectious individual. Where you're around him, he's just fun. I like him. Some things I don't agree with. One is that he calls his diet a ketogenic diet when I feel the protein is extremely high. I'm not really a big fan of using eosinic acid in fat burners. And I know some people throw around what he was arrested for, what he did time for. Frankly, that's none of my business. I didn't read about the court case, and it's none of my, I don't give a crap. Hell, I mean, look, that's not a way to judge people. Also, you know what? People change. If you did do something wrong, whatever. That has no bearing on my thoughts. But I'm going to keep it straight to the point, and that's the fact that people in my comment section said that intra-workout nutrition, you know, I got called out by Dave Palumbo saying I'm a scammer. I haven't listened to his podcasts. I don't listen to podcasts. The only one I do listen to are ones I'm on. Just an arrogant fuck that I am. The Aussie Muscle podcast I listen to, which I'll link down below, platinumlabs.com. There was one a few weeks ago on the personal trainer vlog that was fantastic. You know, they did a fantastic job getting my opinion. And frankly, I just don't have time to sit around listening to other people's opinion on shit. It is what it is. But, you know, so Palumbo, I guess, from what I extrapolated from the comments, said that intra-workout nutrition doesn't work. It's a scam, and proceeded to opine why he believes it is a scam. My opinion, and of course, John Meadows, whom I respect, and I've gotten to talk to a bit more lately. He got into it because he has a new intra-workout product out, which he feels is superior. Obviously, as formulators, people go like, why do you feel your product is the best? Why would I have formulated a product I don't feel is superior to every other product? And John Meadows is the same way. So we go head-to-head, toe-to-toe on why our products are better. At the end of the day, I think both of us are the kind of individuals that we're not going to put our name behind anything that we don't feel is the best. And that's just how it is. So, you know, when people ask me to compare my product to others, I usually don't, just because I find that to be an immature and douchebag thing to do. I just promote what's good about mine and let the chips fall where they may. Now, Dave Palumbo, I believe he said that intra-workout nutrition does not work. And I'm going to go into why I believe it works and why I don't really need anything else to show me that it works, because my mind's made up. When I was CEO of my former company, name unmentioned, you guys know where I was CEO of. Come on, man, you guys been around. When I was CEO there, we commissioned a study with the Weeder Research Group led by Jim Stepani, Dr. Jim Stepani, as well as the College of Charleston. It was a collaborative study where there were two people, so for them to really fudge a study, it would be rough. Now, here's the thing. The flavor we sent of the BCAA product to be used was orange. And the reason being, we had no other product in stock. So the chance of the product being spiked, whatever, it wasn't spiked. I took it straight off the back, straight off the wall. We had it stacked against the wall, sent 36 units, which was I believe we had 6, which was 6 cases of 6 of the large 90 serving BCAA. So we sent those over. We also sent some of our whey protein. Again, why would we fudge a study? We were using our own product for both categories. And then the control group was Gatorade. Now, in that study, we found that the average person in the BCAA group taken intra-workout, all of this was taken during training, gained 9 pounds of lean mass and lost 4.5 pounds of fat. The whey group did extremely well. They gained 4 pounds of lean mass and lost 2 pounds of fat. And the control group, which was the Gatorade group, again, these were all made equal by caloric intake. And the Gatorade group gained 1 pound of lean mass and lost 0 pounds of fat. They remained unchanged on fat. Now, the beauty of this study is there was a diet in there designed by Chuck Rudolph and myself. So Chuck had them on a body weight based diet. So they were all on controlled diets. Whether they adhered to them, there's as much of a chance as one group adhering to them as there is another chance, another group. But the bottom line is, you know, after all said and done, it was a double-blind, placebo-controlled study, and that's the results we found. Now, the reason that's so significant to me is the fact that I was the one kind of, you know, orchestrating or commissioning the study, and I didn't do anything to jeopardize the results. I didn't even know, I forgot the study was going on. Up until we got statistics, I believe we sent the stuff, and I believe it was probably like 24 weeks after we even sent it. So, I mean, you can imagine what happens in 24 weeks, a lot of stuff. So by the time, Jim came back with the data, I mean, he was even surprised. And this is a guy who loves branch chains at the results of this study. Why it isn't published, that's not for me to answer, because I don't know. I don't know why it hasn't been published yet. I do know that I talked to Alan Aragon, who read it over, and Alan's like, there's no reason why this study shouldn't be published. But again, I am no longer with the company, and I can't further pursue publishing it. So, it is what it is. I hope they do, because it shows that branch chains are awesome and would help their cause as well. The thing is, even after I sold that company and I had no branch chain on the market, I still promoted the use of branch chains during training, intra-workout. I'm not saying mega dose them throughout the day. I do, because it tastes really good and it can't hurt. And also you have the protein stat theory, protein stat study done by Lane Norton over at, where did he do it? University of Illinois, where it shows that it does spike your protein synthesis beyond even food if taken between meals. But I only promote the use of branch chains during training, and that's through the data I was a part of. Since then, I'm not sure what kind of data has come out, but I just do know that that's really all I need. I have my study, I proved it worked, and I was the one behind it, so I fully and totally trust the results. I mean, I'm with you guys, man. When I see results on a product, like an ingredient, like let's say there's something done on arachidonic acid, first thing's like, okay, dude, they just read the statistics a little differently, and that's what they come up with. But for this one, there was no hokey pokey, there was no statistical weirdness. It was all done as kosher as can be. So Dave Palumbo believes intra-workout nutrition isn't necessary. Okay, that's Dave Palumbo's opinion. I could give 2 drops of monkey piss if Dave Palumbo likes pre-workout nutrition. And I'm sure he could give 2 drops of monkey piss at the fact that I think that his recommendation of mixing waxy maize with macadamia nut oil post-workout, which I saw him recommend, I don't know if he's changed that view, but I remember reading that, and I think that's fucking mentally handicapped too. So, I mean, look, at the end of the day, we all have our reasons for things. I can go, look, Dave and I can disagree, and I'm sure if we saw each other at a trade show, we'd shake hands, share a laugh, drink some waxy maize and mac oil, and I'll go ahead and drink some branch chains. That's how it is. We're going to disagree. We're going to talk shit. But at the end of the day, man, I don't know if this is due to some issue with him and Singer. I don't know. I didn't know there was an issue between Palumbo and Singerman, and I don't know if Meadows is involved in it. I don't care. It's drama beyond my mama. I don't really give a crap. All I know is I like branch chains. I like intra-workout nutrition. And if Dave wants to promote his way, that's fine. I'll promote my way. All I know is that, personally speaking, I saw the data. I know it was done correctly, done by the greatest people to do it. And I'm not going to say anything about it other than that. And since then, I think people's anecdotal, empirical results, and even before that study, the reason you do a study is, we did that study to prove that the empirical findings we were having from people taking the product were correct, and gosh darn it, they were. So look, I still recommend between 10 and 14 grams of BCAA during training, or 2 scoops of my machine fuel. Of course I'm going to recommend my stuff, dude. I got bills to pay. And that's it. If you're bulking, I also recommend a carbohydrate. During training right now, what I take intra-workout is 25 grams of carbolic and 2 scoops of machine fuel. That's it. That's the God's honest truth of what I'm taking right now. So you know what? It is what it is. Dave is entitled to his opinion. John and Dave obviously will go a little more at it. And the Facebook page I read it on, that I was copied on, was Geared Up Bodybuilding, run by my man Adam. So Geared Up Bodybuilding is the page. They called John and I in there, and we both proceeded to just say whatever. I mean, John was a bit more poignant than me, but, you know, I said whatever. Anyway, that's it, guys. Appreciate it. Again, in my opinion, If there was one other supplement I'd take other than fish oil and my greens and multi, it would be branched chains during training, because you can't liquefy and completely break down a chicken breast into branched chains and eat it during training. Who the hell wants to eat chicken during training? And also, as we showed in the study, there's a distinct difference between free-form branched chain amino acids and a whole protein, even that in liquid form such as whey. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Well, because knowing something works and actually getting involved in a study to show it does, it's not a game.